This is part 2 of the first video that I did a couple of days ago. My introduction into my video journal as to what happened to me a couple of weeks ago, what's been going on in the last few weeks. I am very sad to say that my children haven't changed in any way towards me. And it's not because of what I sacrificed for them and how long I sacrificed for them. It's because I love them. Always have. I did things that some people wouldn't even imagine they would do for their children. Well, they wouldn't even imagine it would happen, so they wouldn't imagine that they would do it. I told you I wanted to get caught in this video journal about what it's like for me and how when I get upset I want it to be documented. Okay. I'm gonna try really hard I always felt like I was really close to my children. Many times, more times than I can count, they got up and got into bed with me. It's adorable when I think back about how, because I used to sleep on the couch and fold it out into a bed, and the boys had the bedrooms, and I used to think about how I would fall asleep in this one particular place, apartments we lived in, and I would fold the couch out, and I could picture it. I would wake up in the morning, and I'd see a foot here, a rib cage hurting, and there would be another foot, and I'd look, and I'm somehow or another at the bottom of the bed with feet in my face. My son, Billy, would get up and he would make it his duty to get my hand and get Douglas out of the crib and bring him downstairs and put him in the bed with me. I left my boys with the love that I never ever had growing up, except for the occasional time when I would go to Grandma McLean's she rescued me several times. They had a pickup truck. They lived in Taylorsville. A camper. And one of them would tell me to go get in it. And I would go. I was told one time my daddy went to Taylorsville to come and get me from my grandma. And my grandma wouldn't let him take me. He was kinda slapped me. And she said he had to go through her first. My daddy left. And I stayed with Grandma. And I watched her make chicken and dumplings. I guess that's where I get a lot of my strength at, even though it was short. My mama never cooked with me. She never let me do any of that stuff, but I mean, you know, that's it. Listen. It's quiet. It's so quiet. The phone doesn't ring all day. If I'm thinking, okay, I'm trying to use my imagination because I'm not close to my mom. My mom gave me up, but I wasn't close to her before she did anyways. I would be there as much as I could. And if I couldn't be there, I would call. I have loved my children all their life. And I still love them. They're living in lifestyles that bother me based on my knowledge of the Word of God. I made many mistakes, many more than they've made together in their lives. I'm not judging them. I mean, look at me. For years, I have been staying and even living in a different place with a person who shows no love, no affection, goes days and days on end without talking to me, and then there's the cursing and the hostility, and then there's my nerves get so frazzled because so many times the screaming and the slamming of the door and the cussing, and in spite of myself I would jump. My son Billy and his wife Ashley, I love them, but they're irresponsible and disrespectful when it comes to people and the children. Being late once in a while happens, But to constantly use and abuse the one person that has always been there, and then cuss and holler and ridicule, and then when that person needs you, you know, gone. It's almost been a year now since Ashley's mom has been involved with the girls more than she ever has in the last 5 years. People turning their backs on me and betraying me, I got ticked off, and sometimes I got back. But when it's your children and they do it over and over, and they steal and they steal and they steal, it's like right now I have plenty of towels, plenty of hand towels, plenty of wash rags, dish rags. Now, one towel. One towel. That's all I got. I don't know why they think they could come in, stay a little while, and then when they leave, they take. I don't say anything, but I use that one towel. They didn't go to the ER in the night. They kept on going about their business as if the paramedics, firemen were not doing whatever they could to... I don't know what happened to me to get me to wake up. I know Jim and I don't have a relationship. Legally, he's my husband. He came in, he played with the kids. Ashley and Ashley stayed outside, smoking, watching the ambulance. Mike and Billy went about doing whatever, and I don't know where Douglas was. Nobody showed up in the ER. What happened? Did somebody come out there looking for my family? Who chose to put me on life support? What happened to me? Where was I? What? Why did I end up in critical care? Somebody saved my life. Nurses took care of me. Doctors did whatever doctors did, and I don't know. I don't remember being in the ER. I don't remember being taken to the ER. I got to see, because of the time limit on these uploads, I got to try to keep my mind going so that I don't go over it and I end up wasting journalism time. That concludes this session.